What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. Today, we're talking about my 2022 New Year's resolutions. Everyone watching live on YouTube, great to see you guys. Feel free to leave any questions or comments in the chat where I will answer those at the end of the show. Those listening on the audio podcast, what's up, everybody? Great to see you guys, hear you guys, or I guess great to be heard. Now, let's get right into the content. But first, we have now the VIP Elite one-on-one private coaching program available for you at thedolcediet.com. We open a few spots each month right now where you can work one-on-one with myself. Simply go to thedolcediet.com, click online coaching in the top header, and get signed up. If there are no spots available, you'll simply be added to our wait list, and then you will be accepted into the program once a new spot is free. Also, we have our 4-week and 12-week personalized total body transformation program, the 3 weeks to shredded plan, and the living lean bundle, also at thedolcediet.com. Save 20% with promo code transform. Click the links below the YouTube video. Now, let's get right into my personal 2022 New Year's resolutions. You know, we talk about goal setting here all the time. If you do not set a goal, you are simply lost at sea. And I want to make sure my life is perfectly focused on where I want to be over the next 12 months. We have a pretty comprehensive goal setting system where we're always looking towards 3-year goals. We're always looking 3 years out, and that 3 years is as of today. When I wake up tomorrow, it's 3 years as of tomorrow, 3 years as of the next day. So we're always looking 3 years out, but then we start to break that down into a 1-year goal, a 3-month goal, a 3-week goal, a 1-week goal, and a daily goal. And we have a system that we use. We call it the 5 F's. What are the 5 F's? The 5 F's are very specific topics that help you focus your goals. We have fitness, family, finance, future, and what we call for me. And for me is basically 20% of your time and energy should be devoted simply to yourself, which allows you the other 80% of your time to devote to selfless activities. Now, my personal fitness is not for myself. My personal fitness is for you. It's for my family. It's for my community. It's so I can be a more energized, more durable, more capable human being, able to protect my family, provide for my family, to be a better version of myself so I can be an asset in life, not a liability. That's the way I view fitness. Fitness to me is more important than your family. It's more important than your faith. Let me explain. If I do not focus on my personal fitness, am I a true leader in my household? Am I a true partner to my spouse? Am I a true mentor of my children? Am I teaching and showing and modeling the right behavior patterns? If I am lacking in the area of fitness, no. Am I honoring my God with my life if I am neglecting my fitness? Fitness is the most important aspect of our life, which allows us to be much more capable for much longer periods of time. Next would be family. Now, family is your nuclear family, the people around you, but also your friends, your neighbors, your community. Family can extend to the global community if you want to think so broadly, and I definitely do. You are my family. My friends in our community, I consider you to be my family. So when I work, when I act, all the things that I do that with you in mind also. So I can be an advocate for you. So I can be a hopefully model my behavior for you so you can look at it and be like, damn, that's that Dolce guy, man. He's really getting after it. He's sacrificing. He's delaying gratification. He's doing the right thing. Let me try and get some of that. Next is finances. Finances simply allows opportunity to do the things we want with the people we care most about and the places we want to be, right? Finances simply create opportunity for us future, we should always be thinking and goal setting into the future. And then for me, that's a little bit of the selfishness that is necessary. And what's up, guys? Everyone joining the stream right now, good to see you. We're talking about the 2022 goals I have set for myself. I'm going to share with you right now. Feel free to leave any comments in the live chat here on YouTube, and those again in the audio podcast. Great to see you guys. Thank you all for being here. Now, personally, and I want to keep this video relatively short right now on YouTube, and I'll go a little bit longer for the audio podcast. Now, personal fitness, my personal fitness goal this year is to be 8% body fat by May 1st. I'm recording this video January 4th of 2022. So by May 1st of 2022, I want to be at 8% body fat, but 8% body fat at approximately 200 pounds of total body weight. Now, I could get to 8% body fat faster, or I'm going to lose a bunch of muscle. That's not my goal. My goal is to maintain the amount of muscle I have in my frame right now. Now, recently, I've been tested at 212 pounds at approximately 12% body fat. That's pretty good. I already kind of got my summer body. I got abs, I got veins in my arms, I got striations in my shoulders, right? I'm already doing pretty good right now. But my 1 year goal, every year I usually get down to about 8% body fat by midsummer. That's not my goal this year. My goal this year is to get down to 8% body fat much earlier in the season, in spring, in late winter, early spring even. I think that's technically spring, May 1st. Now, it's still kind of chilly May 1st, by the way. This is me personally. Let your goal be whatever it is. So during this period of time, based upon the calculation, at 212 pounds at approximately 12% body fat, I have approximately 186 pounds of functional muscle mass, functional body mass. In order to be 8% body fat and maintain that 186 pounds or so of muscle, I can't get below 200 pounds. I have to weigh somewhere between 200 and 202. And as a frame of reference, this is what I'm competing against. So when I shot the cover of 3 Weeks to Shredded, I was 8% body fat on this cover. It's 8% body fat here, but I weighed 196 pounds. So as a 45-year-old man now, my goal is to be 8% body fat to compete with the person I once was on this cover, but to be 4 to 6 pounds heavier of lean, healthy, functional muscle tissue. Anyone in the muscle game, all you meatheads out there, you understand an extra 6 pounds of stage weight, as they may say, of real lean, functional muscle tissue. Well, that's a lot. So that's my goal. And I'm giving myself, I got January, February, March, and April. I'm only giving myself about 4 months. It's about 15 or so weeks from right now, I believe, which is less than a traditional bodybuilding prep. So that's my goal, 8% body fat at approximately 200 pounds. Goal number 2 for me is family. My goal for my family this year is to spend 3 months in 2022 camping. Now, last year we purchased an Airstream. We're in the process of upgrading the Airstream right now to something slightly bigger. We have a 2021 Basecamp 20X, which was amazing. We absolutely loved it. But now we're upgrading into a 27-foot Flying Cloud front full queen. If anybody understands the Airstream community, you understand. And it's because we're planning on a longer trip. Now, personally, Brandy and I already discussed this. We are hoping to go on a full 3-month trip. We're trying to go down the northern or East Coast United States, down to the Southeast, across the Southwest, all the way to Southern California, go all the way up the PCH into Canada, make our way up into Alaska, spend some time up in Alaska, and then go up into northern Canada and visit our friends, the Rivets. They own an amazing bear camp up there in deep northern Canada. Spend some time up there, cut back through middle Canada, and then get down into Wyoming and Montana and spend some time in the middle of the United States as we slowly kind of zigzag our way back here to the Northeast. That's the plan. Can we do it in a 3-month trip? Well, it depends on the borders. We might not be able to get across the border due to vaccination status with Canada and customs and quarantines. We just don't want to deal with all the BS. But the goal is 3 months on the road with our family. I'm actively logistically working on that right now. Now, finances. My goal is to 3x our gross revenues from all the businesses that we run. We run 3 businesses. My family and I do. So we have 3 businesses, and inside those businesses, the goal is to 3x those revenues. And we have targeted very specific sectors inside each business in which we believe we can actually increase total gross revenues. And we understand what the relationship between gross revenues and net revenue will be. For anyone who cares about business, I can do a deeper dive into that for you. But the goal in 2022, this is aggressive, is to effectively 3x increase our gross revenues by a multiple of 3. Many businesses will never increase their revenue. Most businesses are happy to simply grow at a 4 to 6% rate per year. If they're achieving some sort of growth that is slightly above inflation, they're stoked. That's not what we're looking for this year. We're looking for a 3x in the year 2022, which is very, very aggressive for us. But I do think it's manageable based upon new products and services that we have, a greater reach inside our organization to you guys in the community, and a much more dedicated focus on serving. We've also started hiring here also. Those of you who might have heard, we've hired in multiple categories. If you're interested in working with us, send an email to jobs@thedolcediet.com. Future goal inside the year 2022. You know, we run a real estate investment company. That's one of the companies that we run. I'm a longtime real estate head. I said I turn my money from digits into dirt. That's something we speak about here on the financial side. But one of the goals this year is to buy a ranch. Now we're looking up in South Dakota. We're looking down in Texas. We've kind of crossed off Florida at this point, and I think we're much more focused on the Texas area. So if I have any friends living down in Texas, you want to give me some good leads into communities that are up and coming. We don't need to be in Austin. We don't need to be anywhere. And the beauty of what we want with this ranch is we want independence. We want to be off grid. We want land. We want nature. We would love for waterfront, water views, water features with some mountain access to. By the way, we have a mountain house in upstate New York. It's a lake house, actually. Some of you might have seen it if you follow my stories. So we have the lake house. Now we're looking for a ranch more in the southern states. We believe we're thinking about South Dakota, but it's just too damn cold. We already have a property in northwestern New York, which is already freezing cold. So I think we're really focused on Texas. So these are personal goals, by the way. Now I'm just giving my personal goals so you understand how I set my goals. And so hopefully you can draw inspiration from the goals I'm setting and create your own goals out there. Think big. Think big. Now, future, of course, that is buy the ranch. And then for me, the last 20%, everything I've done here, all these fitness, family, finance, future goals, well, these I see as selfless. If I can 3x my business, that means I'm going to be reaching 3 times the community members, 3 times the client base, 3 times the customers, 3 times the end user. So by 3xing my business means I can help serve 3 times more humans on this planet. That is the goal. By improving my fitness, well, hopefully you guys will get motivated and follow me along on the fitness journey. Hopefully I can inspire you at 45 years old to get down to single-digit body fat percentage while maintaining a relatively high level of muscle mass. Hopefully that motivates you. All my friends in that 30 to 50-year-old category, you're dealing with life, you're dealing with family, you're dealing with business, you're dealing with responsibility, and your life kind of falls away, right? Your sense of self falls away. Well, hopefully I can help motivate you, remotivate you on that. Future, man, set goals. Where you are right now, I understand very clearly the life I want to live, the life I want to provide for my family, but also I want to be more off grid. I want a ranch. I want a larger piece of property that we can have greenhouses. We can have our own garden. We can have a much greater, much more responsible footprint on this planet. And I can teach my children. Now we have our own home garden here in New Jersey, which is the Garden State, but there's only so much we can do. We want more animals. I want my children raising horses. We want the whole thing on the ranch. It's harder to do here in New Jersey. So hopefully this is motivational to you. But for me, now the last thing for me, one thing I've always regretted, one of my greatest regrets in life is I never learned an instrument. I am not musically inclined. I mean, I unfortunately, I cannot sing even in the shower. I can't sing. It sounds terrible. You can probably tell. I can barely talk, let alone sing. So I'm not a singer. Years ago, I mean, I'm a big blues fan. Years ago, I picked up a harmonica and I took a few lessons playing the harmonica. This is going back 20 some odd years. And I stopped because it was gross. Too much spit, too much saliva. I hated sitting there with my instructor, who was a very nice man, but it was just gross. His spit and saliva, my spit and saliva. I'd have this this harmonica, and it was just gross. Blech. Can't do that. My goal this year, though, is to pick up and learn an instrument. My goal is to learn how to read sheet music. I don't know. My 6-year-old daughter has been playing violin for nearly a year now. She reads sheet music. Our 5-year-old daughter is now playing piano. She reads sheet music. My 6-year-old and 5-year-old are vastly more experienced musicians than I am, which is amazing. And I'm so proud of them. But at the same time, I have the regret of never having devoted the time to pick up an instrument and play an instrument. So this year, I have decided to learn how to play an instrument. Now, I am not going to be the next Billie Eilish, I'm sure. That's not the goal. My goal is to simply understand sheet music, the ability to read, to know what a chord is, and then hopefully the ability to put a few songs together that I can simply sit there and play for me. Nobody ever has to listen to it. So this is my personal goal, is to learn a musical instrument this year. So fitness, 8% body fat by May 1st. Family, a 3-month camping trip completely off grid. Finance, 3x gross incomes to Dolce owned properties. Future, buy that ranch, possibly Texas. All my Texas friends, let me know. Where's the best? Where should I be looking? Texas is a very big state. For me, learn an instrument. So this is what I have. These are my 2022 goals. This is what I'm working with. What do you guys think? Please leave comments below. Let me, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say after this video posts. Now, what do we got? Nick L says, Coach, drop it in to say hi. About to get my workout in. Hope to catch up with you soon and get you out to Chicago. Nick, I'm in, brother. I look forward to it. Still want to host that DDC out there in Chicago. Paul, my brother. Great to see you, Paul. Been too long. Evening, Coach. Thanks for all you do. Paul in Derbyshire, England. Good to see you. Hopefully, is it Derbyshire or Derbyshire? Good to see you, Paul, my friend. Long time. Martial Arts Club, Kashmir. Sir, I add conditioning training with my MMA training. What should I do for nutrition? How should I balance diet? Honestly, go to thedolcediet.com right now. Start our 12-week personalized Living Lean bundle. You get 8 weeks of Living Lean, 4 weeks of 3 weeks to Shredded. It is the #1 rated online healthy weight loss program. And also, it is the most successful nutrition plan in the history of combat sports. Everyone who knows combat sports, you know the Dolce diet, you know our contribution. Go to thedolcediet.com right now. Pick the 12-week online program. You can click the link below. Use my Transform promo code, save 20%. That's the best way, by far the best way to get started. Sal, what's up, Sal? Good to see you, my man. Hope all is well. Ranger says, hey, Coach, this is Amy. What's up, Amy? Downing some champion chili for lunch. Crushed a push workout this morning after listening to a coaching session. Heck yeah, Amy. Great to see you. Keep it up. Keep crushing, young lady. Brian says, hi from Wauwatosa. Good to see you, Brian. Hope all is well. Right on. Paul K. Coach, should I prioritize time under tension or explosiveness for my compound lifts? This is a great question, and this is one of the great debates in the world of strength and muscle building. I will ask you, what is your goal? If your goal is simple hypertrophy, which is the growth of the muscles itself, if the simple goal is to grow muscles, time under tension seems to be best, with each set lasting approximately 40 seconds. Dr. Brad Schoenfeld has a lot of great work on this topic. If your goal is athletic performance or the exhibition of strength, the ability to showcase strength, you might want to focus more on the explosivity or the velocity or the bar speed of those lifts. Now you can actually focus on blending the two when you're training in that relative 6 to 12 repetition range, ideally right around 8 reps. If you're training at 8 reps and you're focused on the explosive concentric portion of the lift, which is the raising of the bar, let's say, with a controlled descent, let's say we have a 3-second descent and a 1-second concentric portion. Well, that is 4 seconds right there. A second at the top, a second at the bottom. Now we're at approximately 6 seconds per repetition. Spread over 8 repetitions, we're right about 48 seconds total time under tension, which helps tick the time under tension 40-second box, but also you get that velocity, that speed of bar path with the explosivity of the concentric portion. That's more along the lines of the way that we train. Now, it also depends. What is your current injuries? What are your current level of health? Do you have any issues? How technically proficient are you? The lower the technical proficiency, the slower we like to see you train, so you're not downloading glitches into the software. Paul, I hope that helps. That was a great question, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen here on YouTube, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you like this type of content, I ask you to help us get back into the algorithm by subscribing to the channel, clicking the little notification button. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you like this content, and leave a comment below for the algorithm. Even if you just say F you Dolce, which is kind of for the algorithm or for the algorithm, but also leave a question. You'll go back in history over the last few weeks, you'll see most of the short videos that we've put out there are solely based on your questions. I want to answer your questions. I'm fully devoted to this channel here on YouTube and, of course, to our amazing podcast. Listen to the long-form podcast, The Mike Dolce Show, on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, everywhere you get that. Thank you guys once again for being here. Floppy G is signing up for the one-on-one today. I cannot wait. I absolutely love the one-on-one, the VIP elite, the personal private consultations. I like, it makes my day. I love it. I love it. It's awesome. John Hancock says, will creatine make my weight cut harder due to water retention? Yes. We typically say if you're taking creatine, you want to come off at about 15 days before your weigh-in. Floppy G, thumbs up. Good to see you, Floppy G. Well, I look forward to working with you on those one-on-one consultations. Again, click the links below this video, ladies and gentlemen. We have got lots of awesome stuff down there. A new batch of specialty coffee has just been craft roasted right here in the beautiful beach town of Belmar, New Jersey. So, small batch, craft roasted, organic, specialty coffee from small farms above the equator, right on the equator, above or at elevation over a mile above sea level in Peru. That's where we get our beans from, craft roasted here, dolcecoffeeroasters.com. Anyone who's interested, once we roast, we sell out. And each month we have a subscription service that works for most. And I think we'll have a few dozen extra bags that we're happy to sell to anyone who's interested. So definitely check that out. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I will be back tomorrow. Until next time, boom.